Hey there, Jamie Maloney here on day now 26 of my 28-day water fast. I've got behind the last few days, so I'm going to do a combined video. I'm still doing the fast. I mean, I've dropped off the fast. I'm doing perfectly fine. Just had a busy weekend and took my stats and everything. I just didn't get around to doing the videos, and I thought it'd be kind of cheating to go back and do them after the day has already passed and everything. So I'm just going to do a combined video. Plus, I'm kind of getting kind of short on information to talk about. A lot of the information about fasting is kind of front loaded into the first videos, and the rest of this is just kind of for tracking purposes. But it is nice to be within striking distance of the 28-day goal now here, just 2 more days left. So real quick, let's go through the stats of where I was on February 23rd up through today. Let's see, February 23rd, I was at 204.8, then I dropped down to 204.0. 203.6 yesterday, and today 202.2. I think it's important to note that fasting, you don't hit plateaus, and if you're trying to do a caloric deficit diet where you're reducing the number of calories that you eat, you will drop some weight, but then you're going to hit a plateau when your body's basal metabolic rate comes down to account or to adjust for the new input, so to speak. And the beauty of fasting is you never hit a plateau. I've been averaging about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of weight lost each day, and that's a mixture of fat and still fluid coming off my body. And again, you know, like I said, I'm going to gain probably about 10 pounds of this back, but that's going to be primarily fluid and carbohydrates that are filling up the body. Also, the amount of fluid weight that you're carrying and that you're going to lose is going to be dependent on the amount of carbohydrates that you're consuming. So if you come off a fast and you stay in a ketogenic diet and you don't consume carbs, you're going to continue to stay in ketosis. I myself am not planning to do that. I want to be able to eat like I like, and then I'll fast when I need to. But if you're eating a high carb diet, then you're going to gain a lot more fluid weight back. And the scale plays a lot of tricks on people's, when you don't gain fat quickly and you don't lose it quickly, but you do gain and lose fluid very quickly. And that is what accounts for the big spikes on in the scale that people see, and they say, oh my God, I gained 3 pounds yesterday. That's because you consumed a lot of carbs and you're holding a lot of fluid. So you just got to get in the mindset that a lot of that quick weight gain and loss is fluid, and that fat goes on fairly slowly and it comes off fairly slowly. Like I said, studies have shown that in a fasted state, the body burns about 0.5 to 0.7 pounds of fat per day, and that's on a basic 2,000 calorie a day burning diet, and so which is typical for the person who's just living an average lifestyle. Of course, if you're exercising and doing all that, that's much different. I will say my energy levels are, I'm fine on I feel fine otherwise, no changes in mood, behavior, or anything like that, but I really am kind of completely depleted of energy. If I try to do anything that requires any type of exertion, I just can't do it right now. I'm just like, oh, I can't do this, I got to sit down. So, but otherwise I feel fine if I'm just, at rest, working, doing stuff like that. But definitely have lost all of the energy climbing stairs or anything like that. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to climb these stairs. It just completely burns me out right now because I just don't have any glucose stores, and it's now 4 weeks into this fast, and I'm just completely depleted. You can probably also tell in my face the fluid and stuff is all gone. So I don't think I look too awfully bad, but I can definitely tell I've thinned out a pretty good bit. So once I begin to rehydrate, all that comes back. So if I look a little sickly and everything, it's because I completely depleted myself of fluid. Even though I'm drinking plenty of water, the body can't retain the water without adequate amounts of carbohydrate and sodium in there. And even though I'm supplementing, it's still not the levels the body would want it to. So by medical definitions, I am severely dehydrated. Let's see, body fat percentage. On 23rd, I was 27.9. Went down to 27.7 on the 24th, 27.7 again on the 25th, and today 27.6. So again, the fat continuing to come off. Glucose levels, on the 23rd, it went to 66, then back up to 86 the next day. Then I was at 73 yesterday and 76 today. So all in all, glucose pretty much staying normal. The 66 a little bit out of range, but again, not feeling too shaky or jittery, so doing okay. Having some small bouts of anxiety and stuff, but it's very small. It's like I get a little tense because I used to suffer from anxiety attacks, so I know the feeling, but it's not severe. It's not anything I can't work through, and again, it's just because my body is so sensitive right now, and I don't have any fluids or you know, the nutrients and the minerals at the levels that it's used to having. The body is very sensitive. Plus, there's a mental factor involved, and it's like, you know, when you're in a fasted state, anything abnormal that happens to your body, you're going to immediately say, "Oh, it's because of the fast." A couple of nights ago, for whatever reason, I decided to buy a night mask to cover up my eyes at night, and unbeknownst to me, I woke up and my vision was very blurry all of a sudden, and I couldn't see it, and it wouldn't go away. So I immediately began to panic, thinking, okay, this is because of the fast. I was like, you know, 3 weeks into this thing, I'm like, okay, I don't have some nutrient. I'm starting to go blind now because of it. And so, but I said, well, this is the first time I wore this eye mask. That can't be a coincidence. So I Googled it really quick, and come to find out, sometimes when you wear those eye masks, they create blurred vision, and there were threads on it, people talking about it, something about the pressure around the eyes, and within 10 minutes it came back. So I thought that was very strange, but what I'm saying is I immediately thought it was because of my fast and not having some type of nutrient. So I tried it again the next night. I said, I want to see if this happens again. Same thing happened again. So needless to say, I'm not going to wear that thing anymore. It gives me blurred vision for whatever reason, but it comes back, and it has nothing to do with the fast. I guess for some reason the pressure around the eyes creates some blurred vision, but I'm fine. But what I'm saying is, you know, it's just natural to want to say something is wrong with the body because you're fasting, and so there's a mental aspect to it. And again, remember, fasting is a mental challenge more than it is a physical challenge. As far as hunger and all that stuff, there's really no hunger. There's a lot of boredom, and there's a lot of, man, I'd really like to go out and eat, but it's not like you experience, you know, when you're eating normally and it's lunchtime, you're like, oh, I want to eat. But like I said, that goes away after, you know, a day or two. Waist has stayed steady at 42¼ inches. Blood pressure, 120/82, 115/80, 112/84, and today 109/80. So doing good there. Resting pulses, 81, 83, 72. Today it spiked at 104. Not sure why it spiked today, but not too concerned with that. I do have, like I said, a high natural resting pulse. So again, today, February 26, 2018, I'm going to wrap it up on the 28th. It'll officially be 28 days at 8:30 on Wednesday, the 28th, because that was the time I consumed my last calorie, which incidentally was a beer. Maybe not the best way to go into a fast, but I had eaten normally that day and had a drink with a friend. So that was my last calorie, other than a squirt of lime juice, which has a handful of calories in it to get the potassium that I need. But other than that, doing good, getting in the clothes I could never get into for the last 10 years. And today at 202.2 pounds, I'm about to drop under the 200-pound barrier, which would be nice. I've not been under 200 pounds in over 10 years. And so that'll be an exciting milestone. Unfortunately, it's not going to stay there. It'll climb back up to probably around 208 to 210. But like I said, this is something I got to keep doing throughout the course of this year. Eat normally, I'll fast again, get in some type of routine, and eventually hit a maintenance level to where I'm exercising regularly. The body is locked into that set point. The weight of the body, wants to be at a certain weight at any given time. And when you're fasting, the body's all screwed up. It doesn't know what to do. And so it's not at a set point at that point. But, eventually, losing 100 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. It's not something that you can do very simply. It's going to take a lot of time. Even losing, 20 pounds is a tremendous accomplishment. I mean, I struggled to drop 10 pounds, at a time over the last 10 years, trying a variety of different diets. Like I said, the only thing that ever worked for me was water fasting. Get in that zone, just get it done, and get back into a healthier routine and exercise. Because even if you do adjust your diet and you do exercise, it can take a long time to get that weight off, and a lot of us just fall off the wagon because we just don't see results. We're conditioned to want to see results quickly, and so that's part of the reason why I'm fasting, is because I know eventually I'm not going to be able to do a long extended fast. I just need to get it over with and just get it done. So I'll see you back in here. I will probably I might do one more video, and I might just wait to the end because, like I said, I don't have a whole lot more to add in terms of just my stats to the end. So you might just see one more video from me. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. But if you have any questions, please let me know. And I should be getting the Facebook group started here pretty soon to begin teaching people about intermittent fasting, alternate day fasting, extended fasting, and do some group fast and help support people. So also, if you're interested in having me help you with a fast, please reach out to me as well. Just leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, thanks a lot.